Hello everyone, welcome. How are we? Hope we're good. Hope everyone's had a wonderful start to the week. It is Monday, it's still Monday. It's been a long Monday, but you know, it's fine. We're here, we're doing things. It's good. Mondays are alright. Mondays are busy now because kids do swimming on a Monday. So that'll be, yeah, sometimes we might get started at 9, sometimes it might be ever so slightly after, but it'll be fine, don't worry, because we're in Japan now. We're in Japan, and Japan worked pretty well last week, so let's hope that continues. And say it all with me, we are managers of Avispa Fukuoka. I think that's right. That's close enough. Here we go then, everyone. Welcome. How are we? Let's go back through saying hello to everybody here. Let's do a quick little hello to our YouTube friends. Welcome in. We're on Twitch land. We've got Chris is in. Welcome, Chris. Nice to see you, buddy. I hope everyone's well. Anyone got a good idea for an FM save third season with Union San Galwa? Not enjoying it. Well, we'll get to saves that people don't enjoy in a second. Chris Geezer's in. Geezer Dre. Tamworth got me doing their save. Nice. Good one. Retrogradus is here. Rugio, the pronunciation will only get worse as the stream progresses. It will. And you know what? I'm not even drinking. So that's the worst thing. It's going to sound worse. And that's going to be just how the way that I do things. So, yeah, there's that. Glenn Hoddle GT. Evening, Glenn. The stream has somehow inspired me to try Pentagon before Christmas. Already fed up after a season 1 in South Africa. It can do that. I will be honest with you. There was many moments in this save where I've went, this is a stupid idea. What on earth am I doing? Ryder's here. Luffy's in. Welcome in, everyone. Of course, there's people chilling in the background as well. You're all more than welcome. It's a pleasure to have you all in. So this is where they are then. We are currently managing Avispa. Let's just call them Avispa, shall we? We are second in the league. We're just behind F Marinos. 1 point behind. We've drawn 2 games, won 4, but we haven't lost yet. We're the only unbeaten team in Japan in the J League. But I mean, still, that's pretty impressive, right? We've had some stonking results, a 6-1, a 4-0, then a 1-0, which we had to properly grind our way through against Jubilo Iwata, a 1-0 win. And then Sagamihara, we drew 2-2, and that was a match that we should have won. We took the lead twice, dominated, and then just got hit on the break. We were thinking about closing the game out, and then the AI were like, how about we just win and get an equalizer? And it's like, oh, damn it. I knew that was a thing. So yeah, so we've had a little bit of what should we say, squad disruption, for want of a better description. Our best player has left. He wanted to leave as soon as we turned up. So I'm not necessarily sure if it was because of us, but maybe. So he's left, and we have replaced. Have we replaced him? Sort of. I'll show you who's gone and what we've brought in instead. So this guy here, Hiroshi Nagashima, has left, and he looks very, very good for this level. He looks very, very good. 22 years old, 16 caps to Japan. Yeah, fine, doing the business. Going to be a really, really good player for us, but he left to go join FC Tokyo, who are currently sat 9th. So yeah, he wanted to go and play at a bigger club. Shades of Gareth Southgate joining Middlesbrough to play in Europe, but you know, who knows? They might go ahead of us. We don't know. We've replaced him with not this guy. We've replaced him with Ju Se-jun, a 23-year-old Japanese player, also of Korean descent as well. He's not as good, and he's obviously a little bit older, but he likes playing 1-2s. He can dictate the tempo. He can look for the pass rather than scoring. He's going to basically be that deep line playmaker that we lost. Yes, he's not as good. Yes, he doesn't like big matches, but he might be okay. He might be okay. And if he's not, then we've got someone else here who, again, could just run the midfield. He's happy to ping balls all over the place. Hyun Jae Seok, who, again, is a South Korean player. I mean, what we've got is what we've got, really. That's where it is. It's literally what we've got is what we've got. And we are going to try our best. We've got some very, very good players. I mean, for example, Kurosawa looks like he could be a good striker. No actual technical ability, but mentals are very, very good. Physicals are very, very good. Model Citizen, upset that we didn't buy a goalkeeper in the transfer window. So yeah, there's that. Plus we've got Odin Bjertoft, who used to play for Odd Ball Club, so we've got a little bit of history with Bjertoft. So that's quite cool that we've got him in. But yeah, I mean, what happens at this stage of the game? I've got no idea, really. We'll see what happens. We've got some young players in the squad. We've got some exciting players, and yeah, at the minute we're unbeaten. So let's use that as our positives, and then work out what happens from there. Because at the minute, I guess anything can happen, really. I suppose we've got interesting players like this dude who's like a false nine who can sort of play everywhere, but also not sure if he can. So Bjertoft was basically signed this season, Rouge, so before we turned up. So he was there, and we've just turned up at the same time. We just went, oh, cool, it's our boy. So that saved us a transfer, and he's obviously come in. He's going to be handy. You know, look at him here. This big, beautiful Norwegian, 33 years old, experienced. Yes, he's lacking a bit of pace, but he's brave. He's got good jumping reach. He's decent at marking. His positioning's good. His work rate's good. So hopefully he'll be fine for us. It is an incredible coincidence. Incredible coincidence. But you know, that's how life is, isn't it? Sometimes things just work out like that. So yeah, so we're gonna be hoping that that's gonna be a sign of things to come, I reckon. And I guess apart from that, that's sort of where we are. Yeah, we're going to go and have a match now against Kochi United, which is in the League Cup, the Japanese League Cup. So I don't know too much about Kochi United, but what I do know is I'd like us to beat them. So we will see how that works. Yeah. So we are in black and blue, and then Kochi are in that kind of maroony claret colour, I suppose. So just looking at how the opposition line up as well. They're in a 3-4-2-1 possibly, or 3-4-3. We're in a 4-3-3 obviously. And we're playing front foot football in the fact that we've got a balanced personality. So that for me is borderline attacking. What about that? Mizuguchi 1-0, 8 minutes in, and that's a cracking bit of play. Yeah, good ball. Mizuguchi holds it in, finds Manifa, who pulls it back to him, and then in at the near post. Keeper's nowhere to be seen. 1-0 up, and so far we're loving life in Japan. So far, obviously it can all change, and probably will change. Abara goes close. So yeah, we've already had 6 shots. We're only 14 minutes in. So what are we thinking then, Chris? What are we thinking of a new save if you're not fancying Union Saint-Galois? What is it you're not enjoying about it as well? It's Belgium, isn't it? Is it the league split? Takayama, great ball through. Oh, over the top. He's got loads of time. He could have took another touch. Keeper's made a good save though. Have we got microphones coming through nice and loud and clear? Nice and crisp. We are in stereo as well, aren't we? I can definitely tell we're in stereo. Sounding all good. Excellent. Beautiful. Thank you, Rouge. There's Kurosawa. That's 2. Lovely finish. Beautiful finish. And a knee slide as well. Have a bit of that. Barra's corner. Flick on header from Bjertoft. So yeah, so I'm starting to think that Kochi might be. They're certainly not J League, are they? They may be J2, maybe even J3. I mean, they've still had 44% of the football, though, so we've given them some opportunity. You know? I haven't got a clue for a next save. The league's just poor. We've got an okay squad, just struggling to get to that next step. I know what you mean. I know what you mean. This is when we probably had this at Larissa, I think, Chris, when you look at the team and you're going like, how much do we need to spend to get to the next level? And we never had that money, and we got lucky on a couple of transfers that sort of helped us move up the ranks a bit. But when it happens, and it can, it's great, but you're right, it is that slog in it. And the problem as well is when you do break into that next level, sometimes the expectation rises with you, and therefore you haven't got as much flexibility with the board. So they might be like, right, we want you to finish in the top 5, for example, and maybe before you were like mid-table, and then you do top 5 one season, then the following season it's like, right, we want top 5 again, and you're like, well, hang on, last year was a bit of an outlier season. Like we're hoping to be up there or thereabouts, but we don't know if that's actually going to be it or not. And yeah, and then the board just tend not to listen to you at that point. They're just like, yeah, well, we just expect that now, so go and deal with it. So I'm just trying to twist a few things around here at the moment. Near posts in for 6 months. Yes, my friend. Thank you for that. You wonderful human being, you. Thank you for the support. That is very kind. Oh, it's Tristan. Yes, Tristan. Changing up the names. I like it. Is this for your new potential content journey? Is it then? This is gonna confuse me, man. I'm gonna have to get my head around this. Right. Right. Nodded away. Out comes Muta. Maybe. Okay. Good. I like it. I like it. Inuki, good ball through. Oh, how's he missed that? That should have been 3. Matsumoto's got to finish that. That's a horrible miss. There's a reason he's a substitute, right? Surely. Marita picks it up. Joel Funata, Matsumoto, Inukai, Minafa, almost through. Here we go, pick the ball up, recycle it. Come on, boys, we can have one more chance. I reckon we've got at least one more chance in us. Maybe even a goal. This might end up in a goal. Well, maybe not for us, though. Maybe not for us. Oh, almost. Little bit of complacency creeping in now, isn't there? Yeah, there's just a little lack there, isn't there? So 2-0 and we're starting to let them back in. I know we've changed some of our personnel, brought some younger players in, but still. Ooh, almost. What's happened then? What's been ticked off? Or is this a separate save? No. This is still the Pentagon, Tristan. And what has been ticked off is Argentina on the list of places I don't like managing. I say that. I'm sure it's probably fine. But Rosario Central didn't really go well. And we sort of left. We left at the end of the season. We refused to manage against Boca because like everything went dreadful. So our final match of the season was against Boca, and we were just like, we're not playing that. Screw you later. We left, and we're now in Japan. And yeah, as Rujo says, we have managed on 3 continents. So Pentagon nearly done. In a sense, you know what I mean? Like, if it's managing in 5 continents, then I think we're doing okay. I hope I love the J League. I'd like to love the J League. And I don't know much about Avispa, but, you know, we're doing okay so far. We've got F Marinos now, so we've already got the top of the table clash. So if we get a decent result here, and by decent I mean anything a draw and above is a decent result. You know, then let's see what happens. You know, a draw or better, then I think we're all right. We're maybe onto something. You're smashing it back to Zamalek soon. Oh. Yeah, that would be good, actually. Like Zamalek was sort of like the thing where we were going, would it be fun if we could actually just get there instead? That would be much easier. And it would have been much easier. And I think we'd have had a nice time. Marita as an advanced playmaker. I don't think Marita is an advanced playmaker. But I'm also not necessarily... Am I convinced with Shruatong? No, he seems like a madhead. Eden Roadhouse, welcome in. Welcome, good to see you. Hope you're well, my friend. Just played 8 years of the 94-95 database inside Amir Jackie, if you remember that Egyptian powerhouse. I do remember that Egyptian powerhouse. And also Mido. Again, another fantastic Egyptian legend. And Borough legend, I think. Let's see what we can come up with then against F Marinos, shall we? We've got the ball down the wing. Nifa. Oh! Kurosawa. What a strike that is. Here we go. This is what we're talking about. 40 seconds in, and Kurosawa has just scored an absolute belter. Look at that. One touch to steady himself. Turns. Bang. Keeper's got no chance with that one. Flying in. We go top. Roadhouse finished an 11-hour shift. Time to watch some TJ ball. Well, I think it's happening. Hit it. Oh! Minfa makes it 2-0. I reckon we leave before this gets decent. What a strike this is from the left back. Picks it up, drills it. No one's getting anywhere near that. Bottom corner. As you can see as well, our goal difference double that of Yokohama now. Well, and almost and then some. Oh. It's 3. We've not even played. We've played 10 minutes. We're 10 minutes into the match, and we're 3-0 up against F. Marinos. They don't know what on earth to do they? 3 shots, 3 on target. Sorry, 4 shots. Sorry, 4 on target. An XG of 0.69, and we're 3-0 up. I did say if we can get a draw, then this sends a shockwave throughout the J-League. There's Vissel Kobe, they're coming back up there. There's S-Pulse. Our Red Diamonds. I mean, these teams could have, we could have been managing these teams. Instead, we're here. Avispa. Oh, off the crossbar. Oh. Look at that. Look at this shot map here, which is just basically peppering the goal. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. That's fine. Don't worry. It's alright. It's gone over. We're fine. 3-0 then. Half time. I think that's pretty good. That's pretty good. 3-3 draw incoming. I reckon 4-3 defeat. Takayama's aggressive, so that means he's probably going to get sent off at some point, I'd imagine. But welcome in though, MCG. Nice to see you, buddy. So everyone's on a 7 bar Takayama and Osaka at this point. Oh, now Björtuft. You're being optimistic. I appreciate that. I appreciate it. Sometimes optimism is what you need. Sometimes blind faith is what we need. Sometimes a little bit of like, surely the game won't screw us over that much. Oh, hang on. Comeback's on. There's the goal. Yeah. Tijani with a goal. Is he offside? No, he's running back with the ball. That's a goal. Okay, now we've got a problem. We haven't got another centre-back on the bench. So where's the problems come? Problem comes here. Osaka, out of position. Doubling up here. Yeah, loads of space, and then he's got to decide, do I go to the ball and leave the man? And there's just too many people not really watching. There you go, look at that. Open. If he doesn't score, the guy behind him is going to score, so. Mifana, let's bring him off for Kamada. Actually, because he's starting a tyre. Mizuguchi as well. For Inaki. And also let's bring Jusei Junon. He can come on for his debut. 3-1 up, so he can get a few minutes. That is a huge result. Massive. Absolutely massive result. 3-1 against F. Marinos. At home. 9 unbeaten now. That's not a bad day at the office, is it? We will absolutely take that. The only thing that we're concerned about there is that we've conceded a goal. So we've got Vissel Kobe next. Then we've got Kochi again. Where are Kochi? Kochi are J3, right? So Vissel Kobe, then Kochi, San Frecce, Hiroshima, Kashima Antlers, FC Tokyo. So yeah, if we come through this this group here, if we come through these matches unscathed, then I think we're heading in the right direction. Let's not get carried away. It's a bit too easy to get carried away, isn't it? You know, but let's consider that we've started all right. Yeah, there's a lot of football still to be played, and you know, a lot of kicking, really. Right. We could be in danger of actually playing football, which is concerning. I like the fact I spend a lot of time commenting upon Kaiser Chief stuff still. No one's asking me about questions about Rosario, are there? No. Not at all. Kurosawa injured. So let's give him the week off. We'll find another striker to play, I guess. Might be a concern because I don't know if we have another striker per se. Oh yeah, we do. Yeah. We've got Matsumoto. We've got. Actually, don't know. Let's play Obi. He's just an advanced forward, so we can get him running at the end of stuff. You know, I'm tempted to put him on the bench as well, actually. Any more thoughts about my FM25 save? Not really, Roadhouse. No, to be honest, I do think there is quite a large part of me thinks that we do the Pentagon properly, because I've kind of not given it the respect that it deserves, and I think it's doable. Like, I think you can win a Pentagon, and I think even I can win a Pentagon, but not in the short space of time that I gave myself. So, and it's really difficult to try to say you can probably win a Pentagon in a brand new game. But also, why not? Like, why not just try it? And I guess that's probably something that's feeling like a reasonable shout right now. Like, I think we'd end up having to do it. We might have to do it in a slightly different order. So, I mean, if for example it's built the same way as this game, there'd only be Africa as the African, South Africa as the African nation. So again, it would replicate the same build that we've done. Now, whether or not we do that and we start in South Africa, or we start a little bit further down maybe, and we build in a really interesting story, maybe we do that, and we'll see where we go. It's a free kick. Obi steps up. He's over the top of it. Oh, off the post now. Like, and then we just dig in and go, right, we're not moving until we're in the Champions League. So it could well be that, South Africa took us into season 5, 6, I think it was, maybe 6, and yes, we got to the final, and it would have been that thing of, well, you have to go again. You have to go again. You can't move until you're in the Champions League. And I guess that's where the story comes from. And I have to really work on telling that story. I think that's what we need to do. This one feels like we've tried to get through it quickly without looking at the nuance, without looking at the players, without sort of like falling in love with anybody, like we're all still a bit upset about how Larissa ended, because we all got something from Larissa, we all bought into Larissa, and we've not had the time to feel like that about these clubs, any of these clubs. Yes, we probably could have stayed and had another season with Kaiser Chiefs. Would we have won the Champions League? Don't know. We were 2 goals away from winning it before. Doesn't mean you're going to win it again. Would we have just been in that cycle of like that you tend to get with certain nations where you off the post, where you win the league constantly but you can't quite get over the line with the Champions League? I guess that's the frustration and the beauty of the Pentagon. If you do it properly, there's that. I don't know. Maybe. MCG says Dave from 5 Star did his and it took 26 seasons. Takes time and energy, and he was playing offline. Yeah, I mean, there's the thing like, yeah, Dave was having a great time. Dave struggled managing anyone other than Wolves, I think. In fact, no, his save was really good. I know he's doing a lot of work at the same time as well, so he couldn't devote a lot of it to streaming or whatever. But it's meant to be a hard save. Like, it's meant to be a really, really hard save. Yeah. And I think that, as I say, I just don't think that we're getting that experience on stream right now. At the minute, this sort of feels a little bit like a Journey Person save, really, because we've not won anything. We are sort of capped by time. Like, we'll maybe get, I mean, if we get 15 seasons, we've done well. And I don't even know if we'll get 15 seasons. Oh, what a goal that is. What a goal. Lee Min Sung. That is absolute TJJ League ball. This is stunning. What a ball back inside. Outstanding work. So yeah, maybe the Pentagon again. Rougeau's going to make a suggestion, so let's see what Rougeau's got. Is that a penalty? Have we given a penalty away straight away? Oh. Penalty. The Championship is the best league in English football, far better than the Premier League. It is. It is Rougeau. What have you got? Ooh, so close. Evening, Leroy. How are we? Are we winning? Well, we were until this penalty here, but we are still top of the league, though. This is a top of the table clash against Vissel Kobe. And I think that we might still win this one. We could still win this one. Potentially. Can we win it? Maybe we can. Maybe we can. Here we go. Mizuguchi. Oh, that's way over the top. How about we do a save where we have to win the top 5 second divisions in Europe? Interesting. Interesting. That is interesting, actually. Now the thing is, in my head, I've already went, how do I make that harder? That's what she said. And I was like, do we have to work up to the second divisions in Europe? Because you could also make the Pentagon harder by saying you can't win it with the top nation or the top couple of nations in that continent. So, you know, for example, we couldn't win the European Champions League with a team from England or Italy or Germany or France or whatever, and that's going to make the save last even longer again. You know, can we win the Asian Champions League with an Indonesian club? No, we can't. Of course we can't. But the tricky part, of course, would be, in its current state, would be Africa, because there's only the South African League loaded up if we're basing it on what we've got right now, because we've had to add extra leagues in to get Africa a bit more meaty. So we wouldn't be able to manage in Egypt, you know, we wouldn't be able to manage in Morocco, Tunisia, anything like that. Andy Lee Reynolds says, my Pentagon, I messed up, took a jump far too quickly. From winning Africa with the Sundowns, I went to Corinthians. Second season, I've just won the Libertadores, but I've hit 4.5 stars rep. Whereas I now need to jump to a good Mexican or Japanese team. I should have done that before Corinthians. Tactics, isn't it? Like, what's the best way of doing it? I certainly don't know. Like, my thinking initially was that we do Africa, Asia, North America, South America, Europe. But I mean, you know, circumstances meant that we were going to go and do something else, and rightly, but more correctly, wrongly, you know, we are where we are. Musterman's in the house. He is definitely rightly, but more rightly. Hello, Musterman. How are you, you beautiful, beautiful faced man? Are you well? Massive shout out to Musterman, of course. And if you're not following him, why the devil not? Go and do that. Go and give Musterman a follow. He's bloody brilliant. He does things that nobody else can. So I heartily recommend him. If this was politics, he would have my vote. I don't know what the vote's for, but he would definitely have it. He has my heart, so he might as well have my vote. So yeah, go and show him some love. Do I not fancy doing British Steel again? Ooh, interesting. Yes, in a way. Because again, I mean, I don't know. Did I mention this recently? I feel like maybe I did. So apologies if I'm going back over some old ground again. I mentioned the idea of doing British Steel with the women's teams as well coming in. So I was like, oh, that'd be really, really good. We could do that. That'd be awesome. Like, and then you get an extra bit of sort of like stuff that we haven't done. So it's like, right, go and win everything with the women's teams as well. Because again, you know, like, why not find something difficult and make it more difficult? So that was my thinking there. And then, unfortunately, with that came me going, oh, but I don't like managing certain teams. And I guess, in a sense, if I came down off my high horse and just played what was in front of me, we could do British Steel again. We could do it properly, and we'd have to. My thinking with it would be that we start at the lowest league available to us. So that could well be, for argument's sake, Northern Irish women's, if there is a league, right? That would be like the lowest league, we reckon. And I would have to progress through each into the next logical step. Yeah? And we do it that way. Because what I didn't like about the British Steel was I didn't like the way that I jumped around, and I didn't like the fact that for me it made no logical sense leaving Spurs to go to leave Celtic to go to TNS, and then leaving Spurs to go back to Banbridge. So again, I'm thinking about it as a storytelling mode, as a storytelling thing, which I guess is what we do around here, right? Logic is heresy. I know. I don't know what's wrong with me, Rizio. I've not had a drink for 2 weeks, and now I'm starting to think about logic. Maybe this is the problem. This is what's held me back all the time. I also had an idea, says MCG, pick a journey person manager that's managed lots of different teams at different levels, and then only manage those teams. I mean, that's a tricky one. That is a tricky one. The Hodgson one's an interesting one, to be honest. Maybe we are going back to Aberdeen. Maybe we are. Hall of Fab. Possibly. It's an interesting one, isn't it? If they want women's football in the game, they're going to have to go big straight away. Multi-continental, multi-English division, down to an unknown level. I don't know if they go down to an unknown level, Andy, but I think that... Because there's 2 divisions of women's football, isn't there? WSL and Division 1, or is it Division 2 as well, maybe? Might be 3 divisions. So there'll definitely be that, I think. That would make sense, if that's what they've got. They're not going to do non-league. Presumably they're not going to do non-league women's football. It depends upon what research they've got, I suppose. If there is women's football researchers who are doing non-league, then yeah, maybe they will. I think there was a thing on the roadmap. There was a graphic that was posted and then taken down, and I think it said something like there's 125, or was it 25,000? I think it's 25,000 women's players in the database. I think it was that. So that's a lot. That's a lot. So maybe that is the thing then. Maybe we do. Maybe the British Steel's potentially on the table. I'm gonna write it down. British Steel and women's. So questions, really, innit? To be honest, I'm happy to be steered, in a sense, and I know that we say collectively, oh, you know, we're all here for, you know, for the good time and stuff, and the save doesn't really matter, and it doesn't really matter, but it would also be nice to sort of like have something that we can all join in on. British Steel plus women's would take until FM28. It's a long one, isn't it? It's a long challenge, that one. I think the weird thing is that the Pentagon feels easier. Because of the number of trophies available, like in the British Steel, it's a horror show. And also part of my concern really is we don't know how long FM25 is going to be. Like, how long is FM25 going to be as a game? We don't know. You know, like if we work on an assumption that it's going to be March to say November, and it means that the release dates drop back in time again. That's what, 8 months? 8 months, is it? Rather than the usual 12. So that's 4 months less of game time to try and win more. And also to try and, well, even without the women's leagues, even if we don't put the women's leagues in, that's still 8 months to win more than we did 2 seasons ago when we did British Steel over an entire year. So yeah, I don't know. If I think about it from a creator's viewpoint and go, if I'm cynical and look at what's going to bring viewers in, then British Steel will bring more viewers than the Pentagon, because British Steel has teams that the majority of people, and by that I mean British viewers, have obviously heard of these teams. So that is an easier sell if I'm looking at it purely from a viewer's perspective, to help grow the channel. That would make complete sense. If I'm looking at it from my own interest levels, then things are slightly differently, because of course, you know, I love the Championship, but I'm not massively keen on the Premier League. But then by the time we get to the Premier League, it's going to be completely different anyway, isn't it? So it's not the Premier League per se. If you're cynical, it'll be Build a Nation, Turkey or Indonesia. Thousands of viewers. Oh. I mean, Build a Nation Indonesia was something that we had before. We talked about it actually after the World Cup thing happened. I was like, do we go back and do Build a Nation Indonesia now that, you know, that it's clearly a thing. Turkey again we've spoken about, but Turkey gets very angry. Turkey get angry. They take over YouTube comments. They take over the stream. So it's a difficult one to maneuver, should we say. But the difficult thing is, I do like managing in both of those nations. I really do. I love Indonesia, and I thoroughly enjoyed managing in Turkey as well when I was managing in Turkey few games ago. Maybe it's a short mixture of challenges, women's youth only, build up the academy. I don't really like the youth only challenges. I don't really go for it. Like, I figure that I pick things that are difficult enough. I don't need to add another layer of difficulty on top of it as well. Some people do, and that's absolutely fine. But for me, I'm like, let's just keep it as like a 7 difficulty. I mean, I am, purely from a selfish mod point of view, I prefer not Turkey. I haven't got the time to learn Turkish before I ban people. I mean, what we need to do though, Rizio, is just ban them and then be like, right, put an appeal in, and then we'll have a look later on. We'll work it out. Yeah, there's a few things that need ironing out. It would be nice if this time they can add the actual Indian top division. The Indian top division. Would that be fun? That feels like an interesting one, doesn't it? Is it the Indian Super League? That feels too obvious for it to be the Super League. I don't know if that's cricket though, isn't it? That's the Indian Premier League. Curacao, yeah. The Super League. It's not an FM24. Is it not? Have I not got India loaded up? Did I have India? Is that part of my extra? Is that part of my mega pack? Is it? Maybe it is. Possibly. But yeah, like. I'm going to write Build a Nation, Indonesia and Turkey, okay? Technically Turkey's too big, right? technically Turkey are they're too far into the international rankings to be considered. You know, Bursaspor might not even exist by the time we get to play this. Right, we're in dark colours. Shimoda's in white. Oh no. We've conceded a goal. We don't know what we're supposed to do here. It's all come off a mistake as well. Look at this. So these two get in each other's way. Then Funbashi wins it back, and he somehow gets back through. It's old Lim Min Sung who's to blame. When he was up to the I-League 1 in the standard game. Ah, okay, that'll be it then. I was going to say, because I thought I'd seen India. I was like, off the bar. I thought I'd seen India. Muster Man, what's your views for next year? Have you got a plan in place, or? Jules Watana standing over the free kick. Muta, Jules Watana, 1-1. There we go. What's everyone else doing? In fact, you know what? Instead of just talking to creators and find out what they're doing, what are you lot doing for your saves? Have you got plans, or is it all a bit up in the air? I know Chris is there saying, just literally don't do too much on 25, just go straight to 26. If you win the league, that's it. You don't get Asian Champions League qualification. Really? That's interesting. I'd never considered that. I hadn't paid any attention. Surprisingly, I hadn't looked into the details. Who'd have thought? MCG heading straight to women's football. Can't wait to see what it's like. I'm excited for women's football as well, to be honest. Ian and Dan, how are you, buddy? I think I want to see how it looks in terms of the difference between the player animations and the way the mechanics and everything moves. That'll be quite cool. I'm excited for that. And also the transfers will be wildly different as well, I'd imagine. Actually, no, it wouldn't be. Sorry, let me rephrase that. It won't be that different because we play lower league anyway, so it's not a major issue. So the transfer fees won't be ridiculous. Andy Reynolds, I think I was cracking on with Huddersfield Town until FM26 comes along. I mean, we could, yeah, you can just continue a save, can't you? That's the thing. There is an option there. To be fair, Assassin's Creed Shadows is out March 20th. It might be a bit busy when FM25 is released. Ooh, okay. So that's fine. That's fine, Rugio. We understand. I've never played Assassin's Creed, believe it or not. Oh, we've got it cleared away just about. At the minute, I'm doing a European journey person without badges, where I can't take over a club that has been in a European Cup final. And if I reach that cup final and lose, I have to resign. Hardcore. I like it. Dan, alright, I suppose, mate. Dan. Life is good, mate. Life is good. I'm sure whatever's troubling you we can build you back up, yeah? There's people around you, remember that, yeah? I think next year is the year where I don't have a save with any crazy stipulations. I think because it's a brand new game and because everything's going to be different, I think next year is just play the game straight through. Play it with a straight bat. No additional caveats or, playing the game with a hand tied behind my back. There's no point in that. Do you know what I mean? There's no point. I've just got to get on with it, learn the game, and see how it works, and go from there. That's what I think. And embrace whatever happens, because who knows how it plays? I mean, who knows? Who knows? Holy Fab was shitting bricks when I reached the Conference League final with Strasbourg against Slavia Prague. Thank God you won it. Oh, nice. Well done. Congratulations. A15. Evening, buddy. Nice to see you. Thinking my save is taking MK Dons through the league. The franchise. The franchise. That's a big one. That is a big one. That's a popular one as well, man, to be honest. Excuse me. Looking into stats for the women's game versus men's or realism, I understand why FIFA did what they did. It was competitive with mixed gender teams. I don't think, they'll definitely not do mixed gender teams. They can't do that. That's not going to work at all. But was that an ultimate team thing, was it? Was that what it was? That feels like that's what they'd have done. I think it's going to be fun though to see how it works. It's not. Look, it's not going to be vastly different. It can't be. They can't make it play like something completely different because it's not. It's football. It's the same thing. And the women would say the same thing. The women would say it's football. It's not women's football. It's football. Tactics are the same. Techniques are the same. Ideas are the same. Training methods are going to be roughly similar. I understand what you mean though about the differentiation between how do you weight strength for a man versus strength for a woman. I understand that. I understand the comparativeness. But again, I don't think it's going to be too much of a difference because I think it'll just play the same as it does in the male match engine right now. So if you've got a player who's got 20 strength or 16 for acceleration, they look like that against the other players. I think it'll be the same in the women's match engine, and we won't really be able to differentiate easily. You know, it won't stand out. It'll just be like, oh yeah, cool, like they're a bit stronger. Like you'll see a player get knocked off the ball a bit easier, I suppose. Like, I guess it's the same as, it'll be the same as acceleration, as creativity. Like, do you know what I mean? Same stats relative to women's football. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, the attributes are the same. Just the mechanics are slightly different. I don't think it's going to be a separate database. I think it's just going to be like a big pool, isn't it? A big pool of players, a big pool of talent. My next save will be attributeless like Muster Man. Really wanting to experience how it plays. Yeah, I want to learn how to do attributeless as well, properly. Muster Man and I have been talking about a couple of things, so we might see if we can get something done before FM24 finishes. We will see. We'll see. We've been talking, but as you know, I've got a thing coming up, haven't I, in a couple of weeks? So the Pentagon will probably be put on hold for a bit. All right, we're a goal down. Here we go. The strongest women's player should have strength 20. Only an idiot would look at it the same way and say that's how African Fenwar is. I mean, the problem is, MCG, is that having read a lot of comments online, there appears to be a lot of idiots who play Football Manager. That's the problem. Or if they don't play Football Manager, there's a lot of idiots comment on Football Manager content and news and thoughts. So, yeah. Unfortunately, idiots are a thing. There's a lot of dafties. Oh, hang on, Anders have got a free kick now. Launched forward. That's not nodded away at all, is it? That's a good block. That's a good block. Andy Reynolds off to bed now. No worries, mate. Take it easy. Have a good sleep, and I'll catch you up very soon, hopefully. Always a pleasure having you in. Nice to get some views from people, to be honest. And I am looking for views. What are people looking for? What are people interested in, excited by? You know. Oh no! Keeper's dropped it. It's a shocker. Right, pressure's on now. This is the first time we've had to come back from 2-0 down. We've never had to do this before. Going back lurking, gonna try and grab some sleep. Yeah, no worries, man. No worries. Did you see the managing Argentina guide I tweeted you? No? When did you do that, Tuni? Was that how many days ago? I'm not sure if I've been. Let me have another look. Earlier tonight. That'll be it. Yeah. I've not checked Twitter tonight, so it's an easy guide. Don't. I think that feels about right. Yeah. I'll have a nosy. Appreciate the words. Just can't really talk about it. So, yeah, that's fine, Dad. Don't you know where our chats are. So just yeah. We're about. Right, there's issues. We've got a lot we need to try and do in this second half. 2-0 down. Technically, we're not doing that bad. 8 shots, 3 on target, but I've not seen where our goals are coming from yet. First time we had to come back from 2-0 down as well. We only conceded 2 goals once. Minafa. Ball's back in. Oh. Do we want to work the ball into the box or? We're getting the ball back. Oh no, hang on. Oh, there you go. Kurosawa off the underside of the bar. It's in. No, I've just had a quick nosy there. That's someone who's done actual research into teams and things. I don't need research. I need vibes. That's all I need. Vibes. Right. I mean, anyone can research and try and play it properly. Yeah. Can we make you a wing back? Might have to move someone else a little bit higher. Benifa, let's put your wing back on attack. Don't think there's enough. The Badgers are duck on it. That's the team for me. Ooh, which one? This one? This is an antler. Get the ball forward. Come on. 10 minutes to go to try and salvage a draw. Can we do it? Kamada down the line. Pulls it back. Yes, we can. Yes, we can. There we go. Oh, joking about my level of team picking research. Oh, that's fair enough. That makes sense. That makes sense. Yeah, sorry. I should have seen that. Yeah, you're 100% right as well. You are. Oh, they've got a nice kit. That sounds like a swear word. That'll do. Right, fresh legs. Last couple of minutes. Even if it's just to see the game out and get a draw. Oh, hang on. Oh. I thought for a second we were about to nick it, but then, oh, they're going to nick it. They're going to nick it, aren't they? I see how you've picked out Avispa, yeah. Honestly, I'm not even sure this is the real team name. It says it is, but I think they've made it up. It's another corner. Tete floats it. It's nodded away. Are we going to be able to just see the game out? Yes, we can. Well, there you go. That's all right, isn't it? Come back from 2-0 down to get ourselves a draw. We're still 14. We've got a plus 14 goal difference. We're 4 points clear. That means I think we've learned something about our players. Just there, you know. We said Antlers was going to be a tough match. Now we've got FC Tokyo, Kyoto Sanga, Sagan Tosu, Kawasaki Frontale. It feels weird going into matches with confidence, doesn't it? Also knowing that we had to properly dig down in that one to be like, right, 2-0 down, best start trying to actually do something. Because yeah, that was a tough one. That was a tough one. Maybe if we'd have just stuck with the plan, we'd have been able to come back anyway. But I was like, right, maybe we have to tweak a few bits and pieces and get some stuff. But yeah. Hayato Tanaka looks like he's coming back as well. How long's he been out for? He's been out for 3 months. He's not played for us since we've taken over. So that's another full back coming in. That's good. Another centre back, sorry. Tokyo, then Kyoto Sanga. Do we maybe bring Muta off and put Marita on? Central midfield attack, see if that's going to work a little bit better with what we've got. Yeah, we're at home. Son is always like aggressive. Every single match he turns up like pacing up and down like a lion or a cage fighter. So as you can see, we're 1 point ahead of F Marinos with 3 points ahead of Vissal and Jubilo, Carejo, Minafa, Marita, Marita, Sung. Oh, decent hit. Mizuguchi tackled. Here's Hosaka. Oh, hang on. This doesn't look good. Oh, nicely intercepted. Here we go. Now we're away. Counter-attacking. Oh, Sung gets a bit lucky. Lim In Sung gets very lucky. Oh, we should have scored. We should have scored. quite a quiet match, isn't it? 6 shots, 4 on target. Tokyo have had 1, and we're currently 0-0. The ball's been sat fairly deep in their territory. Yeah, we're doing all right. Marita's not sure. Bjertof's nervous now. Maybe we put Kameda on. Was he left foot or right foot? Right foot for Bjertoft. See, he can go all the way up to the top if he wants. Maybe Maria has to come off as well. We'll put one of the new signing midfielders on. Move Sung into that attacking midfield role. That sort of central midfield role that allows to do a bit of movement. Oh, nicely moved around. There we go. That's the opener. Mizuguchi cuts in from the inside. Loads of space. He goes, you know what? I'm coming in. I'm coming in there. And then bottom corner. Picks his spot. Keeper's got no chance. Even Neil Fitzpatrick, welcome in. Welcome in, my friend. Nice to see over on YouTube there. Keeper's got it. It was deflected, but keeper's managed to pick it up. Kameda. Takayama. Marita. Mizuguchi. Minafa. Oh, here we go. Mizuguchi's through again. Oh, he tried to go for the near post, but he could easily have squared it, really. You know? Could pull it back. See if Kurosawa's there for the tap in. Min Sung's just nodded that one up. Bit of scores. Anything that's going to affect us? Jibolo Wata beating Sanfrecce. Kyoto Sangara winning. Oh, nice intercepted by Marita. Mizuguchi, Kurosawa. Out to Lim Min Sung. Osaka. Sung, Kurosawa. 2-0, but I think he's offside. And that's chalked off, isn't it? Yeah, disallowed. It's probably close. I think it's fairly close. Yeah, it is close. Like, yeah, it is quite close. Uh-oh, giving the ball away a bit. Hoekstra. Mazaka, sorry. Hoekstra, he played for Rangers, didn't he? Peter Hoekstra. Down the line. Kemdi picks the ball up. Takayama. Kurosawa. Lim Min Sung's got loads of space again. Inside. Oh, Min Sung. That'll do. I think we're rock and rolling, aren't we? I think we're doing all right here. In Japan, this is a little bit... It's a bit worrying. that we just sort of turn up and we get wins, and we're not having to change too much or tweak too much. I mean, we know that it's a long season and we're not there yet. Still not there yet. Josh Itake with a goal. Hoekstra did play for Rangers, then went to San Frece. Did he? He went to Hiroshima. That is very, very interesting. I never thought we'd have an actual link. But I like it. I like it. Actually, you know what? I'll put him there. He can be the DLP. Yeah, let's change 2 players in the midfield just for fresh legs. I know it's 2-1. It's probably a bit risky now, but I think we could do it all. We could probably get by. Uh-oh. I said that, didn't I? I was like, it'll be fine. Totally fine. We would have taken off one of our best players. I mean, that is comical. Demand more now. Sensible world of soccer memory that was stored away for Hoekstra. Oh, yeah. Sensible world of soccer was incredible, wasn't it? Proper good game. Proper good game. Confused by the feedback. Well, let's get you off then if you're confused. Shall we? I mean, we've gone from 2-0 up to 2-2. We've gone the opposite of what we had in the last match. 2-0 down, we pulled it back to 2-2 This one, thrown the game away. Serves me right for saying, oh, you know what? It's feeling weird going into matches, feeling confident. I shouldn't have said that. I shouldn't have said it. You would think by now I'd know better. But no, I don't know better. Pretty much how I learned geography, European competitions for Europe, SWAS for the rest of the world. Like, I think that football games have a lot to be like, you know, to sort of like, you need to thank football games for geography, because a lot of flags I know because of football, you know. I mean, this guy doesn't like big matches, but should be signed as a domestic priority. Obviously, Thai doesn't count as foreign. 7 in 12 in the Taiwanese top division. Yeah, 4 assists. We could sign him for free. Let's have a think. We should accept that as evidence of how we got to our answer. FM pal. You know what? I would be incredibly impressed with any lecturer that just ticked that off and just went, that's fine. Like, I think someone somewhere has got to be like, look, here's what it is, right? Okay. You all know it. We all know it. Nigel Atkins will definitely be doing that now. Yeah, I can imagine Nigel Atkins as a teacher. How are Rosario getting on after we've left? Are they 13th? So not better. Not better since we've left, believe it or not. Interesting that, isn't it? You know? There they are being like, oh yeah, you know what? Yeah, it was better when you weren't here. No, not true. Not true. So I think when the transfer window opens, we could do with another centre half, I think, to help try and like offer some sort of rotation. Nakamura's really, really slow, so I don't really like the idea of putting him in to try and so looking for trying to offer some sort of competition or even rotation, because it's just like you're just lacking a lot of pace. Let's just try this, see if this works a little bit better. Try and mix this shape up in or the personnel, sorry, in the centre midfield. Yes, Console, how are we, buddy? Welcome, welcome, welcome. How's life treating you, pal? Hope you're well. Right, now I'm not losing my first match of the season now that Console's here, but if we do lose, then it is because of the fact that Console's here, so we can the evidence will be irrefutable, I think, at that point. TJ chant to the tune of Seven Nation Army. TJ, he's the man. Top of the league out in Japan. Black Leopards, Chiefs, Rosario 2. Winning the league is what we'll do. I think the chant for TJ is sacked in the morning. Really, that's the chant. Twitter's full of French people contacting you today. Oh, well, très bien. That's good. I'd be happy with French people contacting me. Oh, off the post. Crack up my A-level French to via Google Translate. Often it's the way. I would sort of I would use that as the first port call, to be honest. But I'm presuming it's content related. I've said nothing offensive. Although, I mean, that's good. That's good. Said Les Miserables was shit. Yeah. You know what? French onion soup? Nah, not for me. You probably said Matt Letitia was French. Hunson, oh, keepers at the near post, just gets it. For another inverted fullback. See if he jumps in here. So 9 shots, 2 on target. Put a short yesterday on Dutch fan site, picked it up, accredited me on Twitter, and the French came asking why it's in English. Oh, fair enough. Well, in that sense, then, like, do you know what I mean? If they're asking why it's in English, then that's not your problem, is it? I think that's it. That's on them. Obara floats the cross in. Kemdy goes down. Penalty. Gotta be. It is. It's given. Oh. Roof of the net job. Pick that one out. Old Ono Sung smashes it. Uh-oh. 1-0. Make a change on that left-hand side. Kamada's come on now. Bjertuft. Back to the keeper. Watana knocked through over the top. So Kurosawa's gone off the boil a little bit, hasn't he? He's not banging them in. Let's put Matsumoto on, see if that helps. Bjertuft's got a knock, so Takayama's going to have to come on. Oh, Dortley with a header. Is that Dortley that used to play for Kaiser Chiefs, do you reckon? It must be. It's a big powering header, isn't it? I bet it is. South African, Dortley, yeah. Okay, so it looks like we might end up with another draw here. Brazilian Fury's here. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Appreciate the bits, my friend. Solid choice on the Asian team for the journey. Yeah, I've picked them just because they've got a swear word in their title. Fury. Oh. And I've been needlessly cocky because we've been playing really, really well, and now I'm just drawing loads of games. It's the third draw in a row. Well, I say it's the third draw in a row. We haven't finished yet, so there is a chance that it might not be. That could be positive or negative. Jules Watana, why am I even doubting this? Jules Watana makes it 2-1. Here we go. We're matching against the Yokohamas and the Kobe's. Yeah, and we beat Yokohama 3-1, and we drew with Kobe, did we? Did we draw with Kobe? Maybe. I think we drew, yeah. To misquote Michael Caine, Austin Powers, there are two things I can't stand in this world: people who are intolerant of other people's cultures, and the non-English speaking people not using Google Translate. I like that. That works. Tony's at Fukuoka, top of the league we are. Playing the game with style, we're scoring all the while. Jameson leads the way. Avispa wins today. Samurai Pride is here. This is our golden year. Yeah, that works for me. That works for me. Oh! It's another set piece. It's a great delivery. It's a really good header, innit? Look how much space he's got. He's got to run. He's got to run from the penalty spot. Big lads on corners. 2-2. Bjertuft out for a couple of days. I mean, yes, we are still unbeaten, but 4 draws out of our last 6 matches. That's TJ form, isn't it? That's becoming TJ form. That's not title form. Let's do a little away trip, shall we? See if we can get the players off for a bit of team building, shall we? Actually, let's give him a bit of rest there and then go for team building. Do that. TJ's tactics reign. Fukuoka lights of the night. Dreams of champions. See, I'll be honest. I don't write many haikus, but I like the fact that you lot are getting it done. I had a feeling I'd have an educated audience. Tony at the helm. Avispa rise to glory. Samurai triumph. See. Tony in the east, Fukuoka dreams take flight high, Sunderland falters. I mean, that's... yeah. Yeah, that one works. Let's have a look and see what the when can we buy players? That's probably the best question. We can pick free transfers up at any time, but the next transfer window is going to be in July, so May, June, July. Right, okay, a little bit of time. In fact, can our director of football suggest us a free transfer centre back? Samson Bido. Jumping reach 14 to 19. Hello, Samson. 16 grand a week. In you come for a trial, mate. This could be. This feels like a reasonable target. Mateus Nascimento. If only Botafogo. Right, let's see what happens there. I mean, Samson Bido could be. Can we say recruitment policies like Sudoku? We just need to get the numbers in. To be fair, it is exactly like Sudoku in that I don't understand it. Draws 4 out of 6. TJ form in a nutshell. Back to Kaiser Chiefs. They're saying star player already. They're saying jumping reach. They're saying pace. Doesn't like big matches, but he'd be a leading player. I mean, look, what are big matches in this world? you know? $14,000, in you come, Samson. I mean, I'll be honest, I'm appreciating the haikus. I'm appreciating them a lot. I'll say I'm not going to say that I'm the only stream that'll have a haiku going on, but I will say that I bet there's not many. Put Marcello Ryan on, actually. Let's give him a run up front. See if he fancies see if he can score us some goals, shall we? Shakespeare's sonnets next. Yeah, if you could all do that, and then after that, Gospels, please. Let's write the TJ Testament, the newest testament of the Bible. As I say, we're a learned crowd around here, so. You know, I expect this from you lot, really. Failed in the African lands, resigned in Argentina, Fukuoka awaits. Pentagon crumbles, FM dreams dashed in the save, reload, start again. I mean, that is harsh, isn't it? but accurate. Very, very accurate. Oh, no. Look at this. For a moment of madness. We get the tackle in, but that's a great bit of skill, isn't it? Dinked over the goalkeeper. And of course, they're bottom of the league. Of course they are. Jules Watana hits the crossbar. A song. ChatGPT has turned Football Manager into Shakespeare's play. Has it? I mean, it probably won't surprise you to know I haven't used ChatGPT for anything because I don't fully understand it. The Curse of the Gaffer's Dream, a tragic comedy in 5 acts. Dramatis personae. Ethan, a devoted player of Football Manager, slowly consumed by his obsession. Amelia, Ethan's partner, neglected yet patient. Barnaby, Ethan's witty friend who warns of his downfall. Spirit of the Gaffer, a ghostly figure representing Ethan's dreams and ambitions. Ah, right, so you've all been doing that, have you? You've all been doing cheating. Nigel Adkins does not approve of any of this. Yeah. Here I was, thinking you were all intelligent. I gave you the benefit of the doubt. You know. Serves me right for being too trusting, doesn't it? You're all getting sacked in the morning. Yeah. Every single one of it, including me. Oh, wait, hang on, no. No, it's a free kick for them, isn't it? Chiba just over the top. If you like the look at my standard of my haiku, ChatGPT couldn't come up with anything that bad. Well, maybe I gave you more credit then. When Strikers are one of the creative mind. I mean, look, you know, creativity comes in many forms, Tristan. Many forms. I thought maybe there was some creativity somewhere, but it was mainly vape clouds, yeah. We're going to draw at bottom of the league. Oh, hang on, no, we're not. No, we're not. Matsumoto. Son, have we pressured them into a mistake? Yes, we have. We'll celebrate a 90th minute winner against bottom of the league. Just because they've made a mistake. Sung into Lim Min Sung. That'll do. That allows us to dial things back up again. Keep the pressure on Jubilo Wata. Keep the pressure up on F. Marinos. It's not broken yet, console. Oh, it's a free kick. It's outside the area. It's not a penalty at all. It's floated to the back post. Over the top. Right, now put that time wasting on. The curse is broken. The curse is broken. There we go, console. We can all be friends again now. So it keeps us 1 point behind Jubilo Wata. We are still the only team that's unbeaten, by the way, in J-League. We should say this. I know we're second, but drawing matches has meant that we are second, but we haven't lost. Everyone else has lost at least one. Vissel have lost one. F. Marinos have lost 4. Jubilo Wata have lost 3. The Red Diamonds have lost 3. S. Pulse have lost 6. Grand Passate have lost 7. Yeah, we drew with Kobe 1-1. We drew with Kashima Antlers. We beat F. Marinos. We beat Jubilo Wata. We beat Grand Passate. We got Frontale now, and then Kashiwa Rezol. So, I know it's not sporting, but I wish sometimes there was an instruction to make players hold the ball in the corner. I think that must be what time wasting is, I suppose. Obviously, we don't see that in the match engine, but I presume that's what it is, and it would be like sort of, you know, take the sting out of the game, that sort of thing, like. Take longer over throw-ins, take longer over corners, take longer over goal kicks, but rightly or wrongly, I think that's how the time waste instruction works. You can have a bit of game time, even though, you know, Mifam is playing really, really well. We're going to need some. You can have a bit more game time as well. Oh no, you want a loan? Fine, out you go. Right, Bido's in. Joe Bido. Game management should be a thing. Yeah. I agree. Not just an animation for it specifically. Yeah, I think it does need... I think it does need to have the animations as well, to be honest. Players sign on free transfers can be registered inside any transfer window. Okay. So, therefore, I need to try and work out how I register them then. Hire ball boys with good intelligence. We get giant mascots to line up with 5'3" players. I want the actual club mascot as well. So I want to see Sad Gunnosaurus when there's a moment of silence. I want to see them lower their head. Could be a match engine issue as well. If the opposition teams could deal with it, especially given it's too easy to keep possession already. Yeah. I think it's... I don't really know. I imagine that it would be... Would you want to see that? I guess would be the question. Would you want to see that in the match engine if you were only doing highlights? Because theoretically, that's probably going to happen when you don't really need highlights to be seen, do you? You sort of like want to... You sort of like want to just have that time just ticking over, I guess, really, because you've held up the ball, you've retained possession. So technically, by not seeing it, we kind of by not seeing a highlight, we sort of presume it's working. Whether that's the right way of interpreting on it, I don't know. But that's my thinking on it. As I say, rightly or wrongly. The cleverer they are, the better they can see out a game. Yeah, it's all about concentration, isn't it? So concentration will be part of that. There'll be what else will it be? But you know, let's have a little look at some things here. So concentration, decision making probably will be up there. Maybe anticipation, possibly, don't know. Work rate, maybe. Sporting's not in there really, isn't it? But it could be a personality trait, I suppose. Maybe professionalism. For me, professionalism, I think, is down to doing the right things, saying the right things, being a professional rather than like sort of becoming a, like, doing those professional things, like, you know, professional fouls. And so even on key highlights, you could have a commentary like suddenly keeping the ball in the corner. Maybe that's true. You could have that. It's a fair statement to say. It's a reasonable thing to request as well, actually. Because yeah, if you're doing it as just a line of text, they're taking their time over this throw in. they're heading for the corner flag. Like, those sorts of things, you could easily put that in. That would be fairly straightforward. So, yeah, all right, I get that. I missed the match report. Oh, the match report was brilliant, wasn't it? Yeah, that was good. Oh, yeah. That's a missed thing. Mm-hmm. Taking time while the corners are in the game. Yeah, but as you said, like, you want that text line of like they're just keeping keeping the ball in the corner, because obviously the delay of set plays and the delay of doing things is time wasting essentially. The instructions on, and you see a little bit of that in the match engine. But if you want to see an explicit line of text that says about an explicit line of text about retaining the ball, then yeah, they'd have to tweak it ever so slightly. Yeah, it's not about the about retaining the ball, though, is it? It's about the sort of delay of the game. Maybe we do a test to see if you put time wasting on all game, how long the ball is not in play. Could do. Be interesting. I don't know how well it works during the actual normal game time, to be honest. Sour over the top. Might one for Musterman. We just test like this. Yeah, I mean, look, I'm good for anyone who's got some interesting things to look at, interesting content rather than just baity stuff. I mean, I'd be intrigued to watch things like that. Let's get horse sung off. Stockton gives the ball away. Warno. Oh no, this doesn't look good, does it? I mean, it looks good for them. Doesn't look good for us though. Crosses in. Oh, headed over the top. Bit of encouragement. Play for set pieces, work the ball in the box off. We've made changes before, highlights, so it doesn't really matter. All this is going to play out anyway. Giving it away. Haven't won it back. This is going to be 1-0 for them. Damn it! Goal stands as well. Yeah, you'd have to play with like park the bus mentality as well. Can we come back into this match? Or is this us done? For the first time, there's a highlight we've just lost. This might be our first defeat. It looks like it, doesn't it? Oh dear. There you go. Kawasaki Frontale have beaten us. First defeat in 14 league games. The curse is back. Where are Frontale in the league? It's 14th. So it's a bit of a surprising result. But that's fine, you know. Things happen. I think in a sense, the fact that we've been struggling to see teams off, that probably means that the defeat was on its way. So in that sense it's done now, you know. Right, can we register Bido? No, apparently not. Right, so apparently I can't actually register him just yet. Great. That's good, isn't it? That could be a problem then. We've signed a really, really good centre-back that we can't play. That sounds very much like the TJ way of doing things as well, doesn't it? So KemD wants to leave, so that sort of helps in a sense, I think, but also doesn't help at the same time. Yeah, I'm starting to think that maybe that slight switch of players isn't as effective as I thought it would be. So I have him at the base there like that. He was a DM, wasn't he, rather than as a DLP. And that was Marita. The playmaker. But yeah, everyone else has just, a couple of players have just stopped playing. The strikers have stopped scoring, which is concerning. Yeah, I mean, look, Kurosawa's going to be, he's got to start scoring, surely. can we get back to winning ways then? Kishawa Raisel. 2 points behind Jubilo Wata now. Level with Vissel Kobe. Sapporo have got a goal difference equivalent to ours now. 33. I've taken on my under 21 side as well as the first team. First time I've ever done it. Quite enjoyed building up a youth side this way. I've never considered the under 21s. Oh God. Are we about to have everything just collapse around us? Because it was going really, really well. Okay, goal disallowed, that's fine. Oh, it's close. It's close. Yeah, I've never done the under 21s. I can imagine it would be fun if, like, I suppose, like, especially when you get a good youth academy in, then it will be fun to sort of like actually develop those players. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I smell trouble. I smell trouble. Oh, that's a stupid tackle. What's he doing that for? That's silly. That is silly, isn't it? Yeah. Let's call it like it is. Daft. Console, do you know my favourite Twitter Blue Sky accounts are the guys that do the Bleacher Report graphics? Penalty? No penalty, apparently. Oh, God. Loads of space. Too much space. 2-0. Sure, they've created an image a few days after viral tweets. Incredible to see how they do it. Nice. Yeah, this is them carving us open already, isn't it? 2-0 down. I know we were expecting to finish in the top 5, so it's not the end of the world yet. At the same time, he's a bit... Can't help but feel a little bit sad when you've been sat top of the league for a little bit. Hope the script is not in FM25 because the game has decided that you shall lose the next 10 matches. Yeah, it does do that, doesn't it? It's very much a case of, yeah, you were having a good time, but not now. Well, we pulled one back. I remember when I was in the previous FMs, I used to just manage the under-19s and simulate the first team matches. What year was that? You could do the under-19s? Because you can't do that now, can you? Or am I wrong? Am I thinking you can? Right, we can still win this. We can. I actually think we do it that way. Under staff responsibilities. Thought so. Oh, great. He's now injured. Bollocks. Muta. Post. Can we do anything? Can we get something? Gilbertana's knackered. There's someone else on there. I don't think we're going to have enough to get ourselves through here. Yeah, I think we're done for. Sadly, 10 men has ruined us. Back-to-back defeats. Having sat there 15 matches unbeaten, we've now gone back-to-back. Great. You live in inverting both fullbacks and going narrow when playing against 10 men. I have the 10 men, so I need something. We won the ball back. Oh no. Comical defending. What are we doing here? It looks like we've sort of got ourselves sorted, but then Björtov just shuts off. Just shuts off. He's like, I'm sorted, lads, don't worry. I said, no, we have to worry. Oh well. I can feel like a sense of normality coming back now, and it's like, all right, we've been here before. Now our top midfield is injured. Players banned. Oh dear. Is it time to rip the tactic up and start again? I think it probably is, isn't it? Maybe if we can get another defender fit, I might try 3 at the back. I might try like a 3-4-2-1 possibly. Just try it. You know, we've gone gegenpressing, haven't we? Which is not what I like to do. I like to be a bit more counter-attack. But we are gegenpress. As I say, not really me. Not really the thing that I like. We keep the rules a bit more sensible as well. He can actually be an anchor, can't he? Marita, where have we got? Who else can pass the ball in midfield? 13 and 12. 13 and 12 could be the dig line playmaker. Like 13 and 13. Yeah, that'll do. There's our vision. think Bido can play now in the cup. So let's put him in. Osaka can't play, so he's got to put someone else in to do that. Where is Shonan from? J2. They're second in the league also. I refuse to change my tactical formation just because the AI script demands it of me. I know. I feel bad that the man says I have to change it, so. And here I am doing exactly that. Actually, you know what? Kurosawa probably needs to score goals, but 6 in 10, he's got enough. Obara. I suppose technically if you're on gegenpressing, you've got to be positive as well, haven't you? So let's try and get up in people's faces, shall we? Play this offensive football that I've heard about. Can't say I'm a fan. Emperor's Cup. So we've got Oita Trinita and Lavian Rosso. So a J3 side and a non-league side. If we go through that, we can then face Tokyo Verdy or AIM. Then Frontale, Yamagata, or Zelvia. Okay, I mean, we'll see what happens. We'll just take it one game at a time, 1 week at a time. I've gone all out attack on Gegenpress, score 6, concede 4. It's fun, but you're not stressing about results on stream. I guess so. I guess that's the thing. We don't really stress about it. I need to sort of like, well, I can't stress because we aren't going to finish it in FM24, are we? So maybe I do have to treat it as a bit of a let's experiment. Yeah, let's see what it looks like if you press all the buttons. Because a lot of these buttons I've never pressed. There's a lot gegenpress, but then cautious. It's like that makes no sense, does it? He wants to play. Was it Tanaka that wanted to play left back? Oh, it was Nakamura, wasn't it? Oh look, just now you can't manage actual games anymore on friendlies. What's that? Just looked, now you can't manage actual games anymore, only friendlies. Are we optimistic for FM25? Sorry, whether I just changed this. I've just changed something, haven't I? Oh, there he is there. Muta maybe? Or Murata? Am I optimistic for FM25 and being good? Read somewhere some streamers at SIHQ this week. Yeah, testing's happening. I think that's a fairly well-known thing now. Because obviously there were certain days that people could apply for. So if you were part of FMFC, then I think you were then sort of given the dates to pick from. So yeah, I think people know that it's happening. Am I confident? I don't know. I haven't been to test. I didn't have I've got too much going on at the minute to be able to do that. So I don't know. I think it's. I guess. I hope it's good. Because there's a lot of pressure, I think, on them to get it right. That extra bit of time that they've had to develop the game and finalize a couple of things, then I guess people are going to be obviously sort of like their expectations are higher. And I think that if it is just a case of just finishing off a couple of bits and bobs, then hopefully it should be in a good spot. If it's a case of like there's some stuff that still doesn't look finished, then it's like, oh, that's a bit worrying. But I think it'll be fine. For me, they've got enough credit in the bank because I've been like a follower of this franchise for forever. Like I was there at day one, and I'll still be playing regardless. We'll see. If it's great, I'll say it's great. If it's not great, I'll say it's not great. But it's the first game of a new franchise. There's gonna be issues with it. To be honest, there's issues with this game right now. So yeah, wait and see what happens. I'm sure it'll be fine. I'm more concerned about the fact I haven't got a save ID for FM25. To be honest, that's my biggest concern. People forget there's been shit FMs in the past. Awful. Like FM Champman 4 was horrific. No one remembers that. FM 14, FM 16 weren't very good. But the problem is they never had 12 million players when they did that. When that happened before. So and now they do. So there's a lot more people to keep happy, and obviously the internet was a bigger thing now as well. So there's more people who can make noise, and sadly, that's what people do. Rightly or wrongly, I think you're allowed to say if something's shit, you're allowed to say it, but if it's just not to your taste, then that's different. Be constructive as well. I think, for God's sake. Easy to apply through FMFC. Yeah, I mean, I think there's things where if you can get to London, it certainly helped. Console, I think it's. They couldn't accommodate everybody. They physically can't accommodate everybody. They physically can't accommodate everybody. So everyone who applied was not going to get an offer. And I don't know what the criteria was. But yeah, I was just like, I can't do it. So. Yeah, most players on mobile probably makes sense, to be honest. It just probably makes sense. Biggest hope about FM25 is the match engine, the graphics match 1-to-1. Look, I've been through this 1,000 times. Like, the graphics will improve, but what will they improve to? I don't know. Like, what do people actually want from graphics? I don't know. Does anybody actually want? I don't know. I mean, look, console, I don't know the ins and outs as who gets invited and who doesn't. So, travel arrangements, yeah, the logistics are possible. All I'm saying is, from what I understand, the offer was when you applied was, can you get to London for a full day? And that's as much as I know. So how they picked who went, I don't know. I've got no idea. I mean, it's interesting that we're now going to get knocked out of the cup. I should ask Size to show that. Oh yeah. I think he changed his name just to get in, didn't he? So I can't believe we're losing to a second division side here. Lowest oldies aren't asked about the graphics. Yeah, we know they've got to improve, but I'm not that bothered about it. But at the end of the day, this is all about getting new people in, and new people look at this game and go, I've got mobile games that look better than this. And then if that's their first impression, then they're not going to be interested, are they? So that's the thing. Like we'll still play it regardless, but yeah, if you're brand new and you look at this and you go, what, this is a PC game? Like this is rubbish. What you see is what's happening if a player's 10 meters offside of the graphics engine, the match engine is onside is bullshit. Oh yeah, I don't understand. I don't understand how that works. So that's, I don't know. I can't answer that bit. Rather, no idea. Like the thing is, my opinion only, the more you tweak something and the more you put into it, the more that can go wrong. Like look at cars, for example. Yeah, cars have now got like onboard computers, and you know everything's all linked to something, and then stuff just goes wrong, it doesn't work. Whereas you go back to olden days when there was nothing in there and then it just worked. Like, I worry that by adding more and more into graphics, and you know, I don't know whether they want to add cutscenes or animations or whatever it is that people want. I don't know what people want. Right, so a lot of this is going to be just guesswork here. Like, you're going to need, it's going to make people need to have better hardware, which people already complain about. Like, oh, I can't believe my 42-year-old laptop can't play the latest FM. Well, yeah, like, you know, your 5-year-old iPhone can't run the latest iOS. So yes, you probably are going to have to update your laptop to play a new game. And yeah, I just don't know, because I can only ever see SI trying to keep the most people happy. And by doing that, it's going to be things like not having a game that requires top-of-the-range graphics cards, like lots more RAM, lots more processing power. Because if it does, then you got a lot of people who go, well, I can't actually play this new version, especially when it's a big new release. So I maybe might scale my expectations back a little bit for graphical update, which I think will then probably upset a lot of people, because in my head I don't think it'll be too much of a step up from FM24, just purely for that reason of they'll want as many people to play it as possible, and if it's and yeah, if they change too much too quick, then like a lot of people would be like, oh, I can't play it now, so now what, blah 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 blah, and then they kick off. I don't know. Look, look, people are notoriously, people love to give loads of time and loads of like thought to things, and they're not reactive at all. They're calm, they're measured, they're no, they're not. No, they're not. It's gonna be carnage. If that's all it is. If that's all it is. But I don't know. Who knows? Who knows? I understand they're trying to get those new gen faces that the match engine they've been trying for years and said the old match engine couldn't do it. But again, do I want faces in the match engine? I can't be. I don't care. Like, I'm the wrong person to ask about this because, yeah, for me, I couldn't give a fuck about the player's face in a match engine, but I know that some people do love it, and some people are desperate for that sort of thing, and it's massively important to them. Yeah, I just don't know. I just don't really know where. I don't know what if you had to sacrifice something to put that in. I'd be a bit worried. Like, I'd be like, why are you taking something out to put that in? Like, why are we that desperate? But I don't know. Cowshagger's in on 14 months though, I know that much. That is wonderful. Thank you, pal. Very, very kind indeed. Exactly, my dread. Yeah. But don't worry though, console, we've only got about another 6 weeks to wait, and then we'll find out. Actually, no, it's not that much at all, is it? So we should hear something. According to the blog post, we should hear some more news by the end of January. So end of January, a couple of weeks away, sorry. So yeah, we'll get the roadmap, we'll get some feature reveals and stuff. Yeah, we're not a million miles away. It's on its way. FM25's on its way. And I'm sure it'll be fine. I'm sure it'll be fine. But my point really remains, I don't know what save I'm doing. So at the minute, I'm not thinking about FM25, or certainly about what it looks like, doesn't look like, what works, what doesn't work. All that will work out when it comes out. There's no point me stressing about it. It's not going to make any. It's not going to make any difference. I'm not going to make. The game's not going to change based on what I think or whatever. Like, you know, there's no point me worrying about stuff. Just whatever happens, happens. It's just a video game at the end of the day. There's bigger things to think about in the world, you know, and I'm in a fortunate position where the bigger things are more important. Like, this is just a nice little hobby for me. It's not my job. It's not anything I rely on, and we have a nice time, and we just have a nice community here, and we do some things, and it's fun, and yeah, it's not the be all and end all. So yeah, if it's great, cool, we'll keep playing. If it's not, fine, we'll do something else. Not a problem. Makes the podcast tricky, of course. I mean, what the hell's going on here? Seriously. I know a couple of things I've found. We should be getting the Women's Champions League branding based on license agreement struck for the men's. Well, that would be cool. That would be cool. Save idea for FM25 should be just about fun on a personal level. It's a short game cycle, a new match engine. I think it's worth getting to grips with a save you love, no goal, just narrative. Oh, that's beautifully summed up. 33. That is wonderful. That's really, really accurate as well, actually. This is starting to get concerning now. We've dropped down to 5th. 5 points behind the Urawa Reds. There I was, giving it the big one before, being like, hey, aren't I brilliant? We're unbeaten now. We're looking at 4 defeats in a row. So, yeah, I mean, well, plenty of time to work out where we go, what we do. But I think you're right. I think it needs to be something that we could just have fun with. Fun is the name of the game. He says, as he keeps looking at the screen going, oh, we're going to concede again. Oh, no. It was almost. It was very close. Say we'll be unemployed, maybe start with the women's team. Yeah, I like that. I like that rather. I am a fan of, you know, unemployed and journey person saves, but we'll see. We'll see. We're starting to come up against a lot of 5 at the back systems here, or 3-4-3s, or 3-4-2-1s, whatever you want to call them. 3-5-2s. So maybe we need to do that. Maybe we need more than one player up front. Marcelo Ryan's through. He's put it wide. He's put it so far wide. No. No. Disallowed. Right. Okay. We're going forward. We're moving forward. Everyone's moving up. Right. I can't believe this. I can't believe that we've just collapsed as we have. But at the same time, I can believe it. Corner, 90th minute. Time's running out. Are we going to get anything? Probably not. Ball's in. Penalty? No. Throw in, apparently. And that's it. There you go. Another defeat. Oh. Down to 5th, lads. Yeah, not great. $15 unbeaten and then 4 defeats in a row. It's not ideal, is it? That's not great. Job security seems fine though. Oh, DC United, Philadelphia Union. Ooh. They would have been fun. We're not moving. We're staying where we are. We're in Japan and we're staying. Right. We need to try and smooth things over, I think. Make things a little bit better next time. So that's what we'll do. We'll make it better. Wednesday, I believe, is what we're going to be doing. So Wednesday is probably likely to be the next stream time. Yeah. Let's do that. That'll be fine. I say, therefore, we chill out. We go and do some raiding, because I think that's fine. Yeah, disappointing end to the stream, but never mind. Back on Wednesday, and it'll all be grand. Let's go and see the FMT network save. Take care of yourselves, everyone. Have a great couple of days. See you all in a bit. Bye now.